Hello, Light Family, and welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Gabbie, and I would just like to welcome you to my frequency. I'm here to download you guys with my light codes. So if you're here for a reason. You were guided to be here. You were guided to watch this video, and in return, you're being downloaded and triggered by my frequency, my waves, my light codes, my vibration. So most of you may know this already, that we are all energy. Your body is made out of trillions of cells, like anywhere from 30 to 70 trillion cells. Your cells are like little entities, like just moving around your body that create who you are, your avatar. Every cell in your body has a negative and a positive voltage. Your cells have a minus voltage on the inside of your cell and a positive voltage on the outside of your cell. Did I say that right? Negative on the inside, positive on the outside. We are basically electric beings living in an electric universe. Every living cell in your body is kind of like a battery. You can look at your cells as little batteries in your body. You have roughly 70,000 volts of electricity in your body that make you who you are. All of us humans have a superpower. We all have it. Every single one of you guys that are watching this video has a superpower. We are all able to heal. We can all harness our energy. You just need to learn how to do it. And our energy is also called our chi, or our life force energy. And we can use our chi, or our life force energy, for healing. We are not just physical beings. We are energy waves interacting with each other. All animals, plants, trees, rocks, dirt, water, lakes, oceans, everything on Earth, and even Gaia herself, communicate with vibration. Okay, so for example, and I'm going to use animals as an example because animals communicate using vibration all the time. So for example, a seal, you guys know what a seal is, right? You know, the seals, they swim in the ocean. A seal doesn't go up to a shark and say, "Hey shark, you want to be my friend? You want to play with me? You want to swim with me?" No, a seal doesn't do that, because at a distance, the energy can be felt, and the seal will not go up to the shark because of the vibes, of the vibrations that the seal is feeling. He can sense bad vibrations or a feeling of danger, so the seal stays away from the shark because the shark will eat the seal. And the seal can feel that all by using and communicating with vibration. Now, if we were taught at a young age to embrace feelings and to be sensitive to vibrations like our ancestors were, we would not find ourselves in a lot of the situations that we get ourselves into. We would not find ourselves in bad relationships, bad friendships, basically bad situations. When most of us were growing up, I know when I was growing up, we were taught to listen to people. Never did anybody say, feel, feel the vibration. What is your gut instinct telling you? You know, what are your feelings trying to show you? Nobody ever said that to me. They always said to me, listen. Listen to so-and-so when they're talking to you. So when I was growing up, and probably most of you guys too, when you were growing up, you were taught to listen to people, not feel. We were not taught to go by our feelings. We were not taught to tune into vibration or emotion. or even frequency. This is why a lot of us have a very hard time tuning into our intuition or our higher self. And I just made a video about this. If you guys want to go and watch that video, go ahead and do so. If you want to stop this video and go check that one out first and then come back, go ahead and do that. Save this video in your watch later section of your YouTube, or finish watching this video and I'll link that video down below. But I literally just made a video on how to tune in to and listen to your intuition, your higher self, and I explained why it's so important. And you know, we're not taught or shown to do that. And it's very important. Instead of tuning into vibrations, feelings, or emotions, we were taught to seek out help by asking another person for guidance on how to feel or to seek out guidance on what to do, to get advice, okay? When in fact, you all have the power to feel vibration. And vibration will tell you guys everything you need to basically know, everything that you feel. You know, your intuition, your vibration, your spidey senses were given to you for a reason. We all have it. We all have this ability to pick up on vibration. We've all been in a situation where we got a feeling that something wasn't right. We've all been in a situation of a feeling that felt trustworthy. But a lot of those feelings, we don't listen to them. We ignore them, and then that's how we find ourselves in really messed up situations. So it's really important to learn how to tune into frequency, how to tune into vibration, how to feel vibration, how to decipher the vibration. What are you getting when you're feeling it? Is it a good feeling? Is it a bad feeling? What are you tuning into? So basically, what I'm telling you guys is that you all have the power to feel vibration that will tell you everything that you need to feel and do to make a decision on your own without seeking guidance or getting the help from somebody else. Language was designed to hide feelings. I want you guys to say that out loud right now. Say this out loud. Language was designed to hide feelings. Did anything get triggered in any of you guys when you said that out loud? I know that when I said it out loud for the first time, I felt chills. I got goosebumps. Literally, I got goosebumps. I know language was designed to hide feelings, but the truth in these few words made me feel triggered. They really did. They made me feel triggered. The truth hurts. I suddenly got a vision. It was like a block was removed or something, and then all of a sudden a bunch of knowledge flowed in, and I just had a knowing. I had a better understanding of this statement. It made me want to make this video. Basically, when I heard that, I was like, you know what? I have to talk about this because it really triggered me. It made me feel something that I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, guys, so I'm going to get a little bit more nerdy with you guys. All organisms communicate by vibration, and they are intelligent. They know when they're in a good place or when they're in a bad place by reading the vibrations, or shall I say, by feeling the vibrations. Us humans literally have that ability. We can do that too, but we were never trained to use that superpower. Now, most empaths use that superpower because they're aware of it. We all have this superpower. Every single one of us have this superpower. We are all empaths. If you're human, you're an empath. If you have a soul, you are an empath. Just some of us are more aware of it than others. We are all waves interacting with each other. We are atoms. Let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever wondered why you don't vibe well with somebody? But then again, you may vibe well with their friend, or say you're at work and you get along really, really well with one coworker, but you don't vibrate really well with the other coworker. And you all work in the same department, you all do the same thing, and you just don't get it. Have you ever wondered why? It's because us humans respond by vibration. One person can affect another person just by being in the field. All waves that are participating together are called waves, not particles. Think quantum physics. Okay? You are made out of atoms, but you are also the field. I know it's kind of confusing. You are connected to everything, because you cannot separate waves. You just can't. Again, you have to think quantum physics. And if you don't know about quantum physics, you may want to look into it, read about it, Google it, study it. People are not particles, they're waves. And waves get entangled with each other. Okay, so you get some people over here, you get some people over here, they all get together, and then they entangle with each other. Have you ever heard the saying, your vibe attracts your tribe? Well, it's true. Your vibe attracts your tribe. The people that you connect yourself with or hang out with, you are entangled with. You create a connection with those people. So people in your tribe that you vibe with may experience things like telepathy. You know, you guys may experience telepathy with one another. For example, have you ever thought about somebody or talked about somebody and maybe you haven't seen them in a few years or a few months or whatever the case may be, you haven't seen them in a while, and then suddenly Angel calls you out of the blue. You know, maybe Angel calls you that day or that night or even that week, and it's like you were like, whoa, I was just talking about you. That's because you guys are entangled with each other. It was telepathy. Your energy was able to communicate with each other. That's the connection. Waves tangling with each other. Basically, that's what it is. Waves tangling, interacting. We are very powerful. You are divine. I say this all the time in all my videos. You are a divine being. You are powerful. Okay? I challenge you guys to think about somebody that you have not seen in years. And really, really think about them. Like, believe in it. Like, you thinking about so-and-so and you haven't seen so-and-so in a really long time. I want you to feel something in your gut, like a feeling that so-and-so is going to call you because you haven't talked to them. They're either going to call you, email you, send you a letter, or ring your doorbell. Or they may even bump into you at the grocery store. If you're really thinking about somebody and you and that person were close and you guys, you know, were entangled, then I bet you that person's going to come and contact you some way, somehow. You guys are going to meet up or talk or something. Okay, so now I want to talk about thought vibrations. It's important to be very mindful, and I say this a lot too in some of my videos, to be mindful. It is very, very important to be mindful and align your thoughts. And I'll tell you why. We live in duality and oneness. And if you can hold oneness and duality together, you can live happily in both aspects. I'm sorry. The geese are I don't know, squawking. It's weird. They're like sticking their head up and out of the water. I'm gonna see if I can turn this around to show it to you guys. See them? You see them? They're looking at you guys. Did you find your girlfriend? You were squawking for like 20 minutes, barking like a dog. You find your girlfriend? Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I don't know if you guys heard it at the very beginning of the video, but geese kind of sound like dogs, sort of like a messed up dog, like honking. I don't know. But he was like honking down the river for, I swear, like 20 minutes. Even before I started the video, I thought something was wrong with him. So I started looking around to see if maybe like, if he was hurt or if he was honking like that because maybe, you know, one of his gooselings were hurt or his girlfriend was hurt or whatever. And I just seen him by himself. And then finally he went that way. Then he came back and he's with another goose. So I think he lost his girlfriend and he found her. Now he's happy. Now they're eating. I had to show that to you guys. Anyways, I don't even know where I left off. They're distracting. Okay, I know I kind of like jumped off the tracks there for a second. You know, nature can be distracting. I'm not really sure what I was talking about. Duality and oneness or something like that. But you can live happily in both aspects, but there's a trick to it. There really is. And being mindful and aligning your thoughts is basically the key. It's the key to overcome that duality so you can live in oneness and you can survive in both aspects and, you know, live happily. So to do that, you have to align your thoughts. And to align your thoughts, you want to think positive thoughts, thoughts that are going to keep your vibration in a higher state, not in a low vibration. If you feel judgmental, if you feel like in a bad mood or something like that, you want to kind of be mindful of what's going on, observe the situation, and basically try to think positive and, I guess, make lemonade out of lemons, you know? And you just want to you just want to hold a high vibration. You want to be mindful. You always want to be mindful of what's going on around you, because the aspect that we live in is, in fact, duality. So when it comes to your thoughts work both ways. They can be positive or they could be negative. And if you think positive, you will attract positive. So if you think something nice about Angelo, he will have a positive thought or feeling about you. But if you have a negative thought about Michael, wherever Michael is going to create negative talk about you, or he's going to have negative feelings about you. And then it's going to affect you. Because remember, you're waves and you're entangling. Your thoughts and judgments are not just connected to you, they're connected to the people that you talk about. Because we are one. Your brain is like a radio receiver, and it's also like a transmitter. You're broadcasting frequencies of your thoughts all the time. That's why it's good to be mindful. So if you are in a harmonic resonance with your thoughts, you will activate positive results and positive people in your life. If your thoughts are fear-based, you will attract low vibrational people and low vibrational situations in your life. This is one good reason why I don't watch the news. I stay away from news. And I really don't even listen to the radio. There's a fish jumping out of the water. This is why I don't listen to the radio either. I mean, I do listen to the radio. I like old classic, you know, music from like the early 90s, 80s, 70s. I even like music from the 20s. I like all kinds of music, but it has to be happy, loving music. The music that they play on the radio now, the new age music, or I shouldn't say new age because there are some people out there that make new age music, for enlightenment. But you guys know what I mean. Like I definitely don't listen to rap music. That's not my thing. Honestly, I don't even understand what they're saying half the time. I don't even think they're saying anything. They're more or less mumbling. But a lot of the music that you listen to, it's very disgusting. They're talking about they degrade women, other humans in general. Uh, Basically, they're affirmations on how to live a low vibrational life and poison your body and live like a sick, diseased person. That's why I don't listen to the radio. Honestly, I don't watch the news. Um, I don't know. It's hard, My kids, they're all, well, three. I have three kids. Two of them are grown up and moved out, and my youngest one, she's pretty much uh, identical to me. She's a little me. She's a little Gabbie, and she pretty much listens to everything I listen to. I love freestyle music. My husband sings freestyle music. I I just posted a video today. I actually um, posted up one of the songs that I wrote, and my husband sings it, and his good friend produced it. His good friend, his name is Willie Valentine, Artistic Records, and for any of you guys that grew up listening to dance music, freestyle dance music, um, may have heard of Artistic Records, Willie Valentine, Freeze, Stevie B, Lisa, TKA. That's the genre of music that my husband sings, and that's the genre of music that I love that music. To me, that music's about love and relationships and stuff like that. Most of it is. But anyways, um, the music that they play on the radio today, that it's just this is like it's crap. Honestly, it's all about programming. I should have said that in the first place. It's all about programming. The powers that be created that programming and use it every single day on the radio, on the television, to keep you all in fear, in a low vibration, in the third dimension, third dimensional mentality, okay? They're the powers that be, the low vibrational entities, the low vibration, you guys call them demons, demonic stuff. They live in the third dimension. They can even live in the fourth dimension, but they can't touch you once you rise up to the fifth dimension. At least that's my understanding. And I have to say that that's pretty accurate because I haven't had a problem with low vibrational entities since I've raised my own vibration. And I think I mentioned this before. I teeter from fifth dimension to third, fifth to third, fifth to fourth, because, I have family members and people in my life that I deal with that are not quite there yet. But the key is to be mindful, align your thoughts, and hold a high vibration. And getting back to these entities, the low vibrational entities, they're literally clinging on because the vibration of the planet is rising. And they're trying to keep you in this low vibration, this third dimensional vibration. Because as the earth rises and goes into the fifth dimension, what the earth is doing is purging off of all of that low vibrational energy, and that those people and those entities will be stuck in that third dimensional timeline. So if you can rise to the fifth dimension, you'll rise above all of that low vibrational energy, basically. So the earth is rising in vibration, therefore we're rising in vibration, because if she rises, we rise, and everything on her rises. And but getting back to the music, I know I keep getting off track. Honestly, it's it's the damn geese. They keep squawking, and I'm like, I'm nosy, and fish keep jumping out of the water. And then I'm talking about things, and I kind of want to talk more into it, but I know that it's good information for another video. So I'm kind of like not giving too much detail because I'm making a mental note that, yeah, I can put that in my next video. Ooh, did you guys hear that? That sounded like a tree fell. Or not a tree, but a big branch. Or maybe something fell out of a tree. Some weird stuff happens out. You know, there was a fox over there the other day. Well, it was actually on that side. But they're more afraid of me than anything, so I doubt they would try to come up to me. Anyways, I know I keep jumping off track. But getting back to the programming, the low vibrational entities and TV, you know, media, those entities, those low vibrational entities, the powers, I call them the powers that be. They're trying to keep you in this vibration, the third dimensional vibration, for as long as they can by programming you, by keeping you in fear. And that's how they survive, because they feed off of your fear. It gives them power. News is pumping you up with fear, propaganda. A lot of the crap they're telling you are lies. They probably give you like 1% of the truth, if that. The new crap music is basically hypnotizing your children and you. If you're listening to the new age rap music, that new crap that they're playing on the FM radio, it's hypnotizing you. It's programming you. Our young children are being programmed by this music, because this music, the powers that be that allow this music to be released, it's allowed to be released because they know that the music is metaphoric language. It's repetitive music. The nature of the music is it's like an affirmation. Basically, it's a spoken affirmation that you're saying it over and over and over again, and your children are speaking these low vibrational affirmations over and over and over again. And these the music, the affirmations in the music is all vulgar words and vulgar language. They're creating lots of low vibrations for their life, honestly. And they're manifesting bad vibrations. They're manifesting a low vibrational lifestyle. So vibration is everything. Everything. And once you start to walk this path and you become more aware and mindful, you start to gain more knowledge along the way. A lot of what I say may not make sense to a lot of you guys until you walk your path a little bit further and you expand your awareness, raise your consciousness, expand your consciousness. And then you might think back to one of my videos and be like, oh, snap, that's what Gabbie was talking about. I totally understand now. I totally get it. And that's okay, because I was there too, where I would watch some people's videos and I'd be like, I don't get it. And then like maybe 2 years later, I'd be like, oh, I totally get it. And that's just how it is sometimes. So vibration is literally everything. It is. It's everything. I say it all the time. Hold a high vibration. Even if you're in a bad mood or a sad situation, or, you know, everything in your life is shit around you. If you hold a high vibration, that shitty life will get better. It will get better. I promise you, it will get better. It might take a long time, but, you know, things don't happen overnight. We live in a very dense energy. So we can't just manifest, poof, and it appears. It doesn't happen like that. It takes time. But you have to also believe in what you're manifesting. And you can manifest, and over time, it will come to fruition for you guys. So just hang in there. So yeah, hold a high vibration. The low vibrational entities cannot touch you if you raise it up to the fifth dimensional frequency. If you're asking me what is a fifth dimensional frequency, then you're not there yet. You have a long ways to go to reach that frequency. So you're possibly still in the third dimensional frequency, and you're beginning your journey and you're awaking and you're gaining knowledge little by little. So maybe this video will trigger you or help you in some way along your way. But if you're asking questions about vibration and all that, you have a little bit of ways to go. And I can tell you guys that meditation is also very important. It's a very important part of this journey, and it's very important because it will help you tune into your frequency. It will help you tune into your higher self. It will help you connect. And if you're not familiar with how to meditate, I mean, basically, I used to think that meditating was being like a Buddha sitting on a mountain with a waterfall and, that little crystal singing bowl and a bunch of crystals and incense and candles around you. I used to, the cliche thing. But honestly, you guys, there's all different kinds of meditation, but the most important part of meditation is basically just being in the moment. Close your eyes and be in the moment. Listen to what's around you. Smell the air around you. Feel the air around you. Just be in the moment and do that every single day for 5 to 10 minutes. There's other meditations you guys can do. You can do guided meditations. When I first started to do meditations, I did the guided meditations and I looked them up on YouTube and I just scrolled through them until I found one that resonated with me, and I did that. And I did that when I went to sleep. I started to do it because that was the most quietest time in my house. And I also did a lot of astral projection guided meditations. Those were pretty awesome, actually. Yeah, so check that out. Check out those guided meditations and just, scroll through them and find one that resonates with you. Oh, and another thing that meditation is good for you guys is, remember in the beginning of this video, I was talking about how we're taught to ask people, we're taught to listen to people, we're not taught to feel emotion. Well, meditation's also good because you could sit in meditation and ask your higher self, which is you, it's your future you, to help you, to guide you. We all have this ability. We just weren't taught how to use it or tune into it. And again, I just recently posted a video about, you know, listening to your intuition, and I talk about how important it is, and I give you guys some tips on how to tune in, because there are some of you guys that may be learning how to tune in and listen to your higher self, and you're probably saying, well, Gabby, how do I ask my guides to help me if I can't hear them? So I'm definitely going to link that video down below so you guys could watch that video, so you guys can maybe use some of those tips, so you can learn how to tune into your higher self, so that you can learn to communicate with your guides and your higher self, which is your future you. And your future you, your intuition, your higher self, will never steer you wrong. It will always keep you on a positive, high vibrational path. So getting back to frequency and vibrations, I want to share a story with you guys. How I was just talking about how we're waves and how we entangle. And if you put out positive, you'll get positive. If you put out negative, you'll get negative. So check it out. I used to live in Springfield, Massachusetts. And my husband went away. I think he was on tour or something. And I was home alone. And I was new to the area. And I needed something from the store, so I knew how to get there, and it was literally, I don't know, a couple blocks away. And so I started walking. And so, yeah, I ventured out into Springfield, Mass, and I went walking to the store, and the store was on the north end. So if any of you guys that are watching this video that are from Springfield, Massachusetts, you guys know about the north end. Okay. So when I got home or whatever, later on, my friends were all, they all found out that I had walked to the store on the north end, and they could not believe that I walked up there, and I did it alone, and I made it home safe. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, yeah, I walked to the store, what? I just went to the store. I had to go get something, you know? And so I guess the North End is this really bad neighborhood. It's a bad, you know, they have a high drug rate. A lot of drug dealers, I guess, and a lot of crackheads, prostitution, stuff like that. But honestly, you guys, I did not see it that way. You know, I didn't really pay attention. I just walked to the store. I went to the market, got what I had to get. I came home, and that was that. I wasn't in fear when I walked to the store. I was, was just checking everything out. I was new to the area, and I was just kind of like, oh wow, look at that, check that place out. And Massachusetts has a lot of historic sites and their houses and storefronts, and there's a lot of stuff that looks pretty old. So I was just, fascinated, and so my vibration was pretty much positive. I wasn't in a low vibration. So I attracted a positive situation, obviously, because I made it home safe. I don't know. I didn't get mugged or robbed or raped or anything like that, whatever went through their minds. So I feel that if I had walked to the North End in fear, worrying about my life, I would have probably sent out, well, not probably, I would have sent out that vibration of fear. And I would have attracted maybe a mugger, somebody that wanted to mug me or rob me so they can get their next fix. Or maybe I could have attracted some crazy psycho that wanted to, I don't know, do something bad to me. I don't know. I wasn't in that mindset, but if I was, the situation could have probably went really bad. But I wanted to share that with you guys because just because there's a bad neighborhood or a bad area doesn't mean that bad things are going to happen to you. It's definitely about the frequency and the vibration that you're sending out. And I look at everybody as equals. I don't care if you're on drugs or whatever. Everybody has problems in life. And just because you do drugs doesn't mean that you're going to harm me. I think that a lot of people that get robbed, they send out that vibration of worrying that their car is going to get broken into, or somebody's going to steal their purse, or 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure it's the vibration that you're sending out. It's what you're thinking, and your thoughts create the actions that you can, the situation, and that's how you get into those situations, because of the thoughts that you're having. And again, that's why it's important to be mindful and to carry, a high, to align your thoughts and to carry a high frequency. So again, I enjoyed my walk, and I was fine. I was carrying a high vibration, and I smiled at people that looked at me. I said hello. We're all humans. I don't fear anyone. I don't fear anyone. I treat everyone equal, or I mind my own damn business. We are one. So I treat others the way I would want to be treated. But we've been programmed all of our life. All of us have been programmed to see color or fear a certain race. We are programmed. We're programmed to divide and conquer. We are programmed to fear. It's time to deprogram ourselves and reprogram ourselves to love, unconditionally. United we stand, divided we fall. So it's important that we unite with each other. We reprogram and break free from the low vibrational programming that the low vibrational entities have been, programming us with our whole entire life. And tune in to the frequency of love, because love is the law. So I hope that this video shined some light in a dark place for some of you guys and gave you a better understanding about energy and waves, and why it's so important to hold a high vibration, and why it's so important to be mindful, and why it's important to align your thoughts. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. You could comment down below, or you could email me. My email address is in the description area on my page under my videos. If you are watching this video on Higher Self's channel, pop on over to my channel, Witchy Vibes 11, and leave a comment under the video, because I don't get notified when you comment on her channel only when you comment on my channel. And besides, all of my information to contact me is below my videos on my channel. If you're interested in any of my services like numerology readings or card readings, or if you're interested in the smudge spray, email me and we'll talk. Sending you guys lots of love and lots of light. Take care, you guys.